Postman Pat, and his black and white cat. Early in the morning, just as day is dawning, he picks up all the post bags in his van. Postman Pat, and his black and white cat. All the birds are singing, and the day is just beginning. Pat feels he's a really happy man. Everybody knows his bright red van. All his friends will smile as he waves to greet them. Maybe you can never be sure there'll be ring letters through your door. Postman Pat, and his black and white cat. All the birds are singing, the day is just beginning. Pat feels he's a really happy man. Pat feels he's a really happy man. Pat feels he's a really happy man.
Don't mention the party to your dad, Julian.
I know. It's a secret.
Got everything, love?
Yes, thanks, Sarah. Oh, and thanks again for my card and present, Julian. They're smashing.
That's okay, Dad. Don't be late for the Shh!
Don't worry, Julian. I won't be late home. Come on, Jess.
Meow. See you later, Pat.
Bye, Dad.
Bye.
Dad's going to love having his surprise party at Ted's mill.
I know. Look at the time, though. I better get the sandwiches finished. Has Pat gone? He's just left Mira.
And he still doesn't know anything about his surprise birthday party.
Great! He'll be so pleased when he sees everybody waiting for him at the mill.
Especially when we sing him his birthday song.
Ooh, that's a big one, Mrs. Goggins.
It's for Ted.
Oh, right. I'll take that to the mill first.
Oh, no, you can't.
Oh?
He phoned and asked if you could make it your last delivery, Pat. He's working this morning, so he won't be back to sign for it until later.
Oh, OK. No problem. Anything else, Mrs. Goggins?
No, that's the lot, Pat.
Oh, right. We'll be off then. Bye, Mrs. Goggins.
Bye, Pat.
1, 2, 3.
Postman Pat is a jolly man. He likes to party whenever he can. Pat and Jess love to plan a great big party. Give me a G. G. Give me a B. B. Give me a P. P. What's that? It's a great big party.
That was great. Let's have one more run-through before we go to the mill. It were a good idea to use these machines to do me chores this morning. I'd never have been back in time for Pat's party without 'em. Come on, you two. Let's get you all packed away then.
Pumpkin? The party hats aren't for you. They're for Pat's surprise party. Oh, no! That's him.
Hello, Amy.
Meow.
Hello, Pumpkin.
Hello, Pat. Pumpkin and I, are off for a ride. With my rucksack.
I'd watch out for that feather, Amy. It might tickle you.
Just an old feather duster.
Do you know what day it is today, Amy?
Today it's,
Yes.
It's
Yes.
Wednesday, isn't it?
Yes. Yes, that's right. Bye, Amy. Well, I thought Amy would have remembered my birthday.
Meow.
Oh, honestly. Oh, no. I can't let Pat see the decorations for his party.
Hello, Dr. Gilbertson. You look, comfortable.
Ah, yes. Hello, Pat. Just taking a rest.
Here's your post.
Oh, thanks, Pat.
Was there anything you wanted to say to me, Doctor?
To you? No.
Oh, right. Bye, then.
Bye, Pat. Oh,
Looks like Dr. Gilbertson's forgotten my birthday too, Jess.
Meow.
Oh. Hello, Pat. Not that I wanted to fuss, Jess, but apart from Julian and Sarah, nobody's remembered my birthday.
Meow.
Oh, well, better get on with the post. Ted's next.
Meow.
Here he comes. Ready, children? 1, 2, 3.
Everybody come with me to Postman Pat's GBP. What's that? A GBP? It's a great big party. Postman Pat is a jolly man. He likes to party whenever he can. Pat and Jess love to plan a great big party. Give me a G. G. Give me a B. B. Give me a P. P. What's that? It's a great big party.
Happy birthday,
Dad!
And I thought you'd forgotten my birthday.
Us? Forget your birthday, Pat? Never.
We just kept it a secret, Dad.
Well, I never. Thank you, everyone.
Come on, Pat. Time to play Postman's Knock.
I'd pass the parcel.
And hunt the cupcake.
Oh, Ted, the cake. I've left Pat's birthday cake at the post office.
Don't worry, Mrs. Goggins. I'll drive you back into town to pick it up.
Oh, thank you, Ted.
Hey, Charlie. Do you fancy coming and having a look at Ted's inventions?
Oh, yeah. Wow. I wonder what they do.
Let's see, eh?
No, don't! Oh, no!
Turn it off! Turn it off now! Oh! Going berserk!
Quick, Bill, run for it!
I'm coming!
What the?
Away! Go on, get away!
Stop them, Dad.
Oh! Hey! Woohoo! Back! Get back! Will you get back? Well, of all the cheek!
Oh, I say.
Don't worry. I'll stop them.
Dad!
Stop that machine. I'll stop it, Reverend. Yeah! Ah! Woohoo! Yeehaw! By heck, what's going on?
Oh,
I was enjoying that. Who switched on me machines?
Sorry, Ted. We did it.
Oh, dear. Look at all the mess. Never mind, Ted. I quite enjoyed wrestling with that bouncing machine of yours. Hey, me and all.
But we wanted the party to go on all day.
and now it's over.
Just a minute, Ted. If the machines are clever enough to ruin a party, are they clever enough to make one too? But you're a genius.
I could do with a machine like this in the station cafe.
Here's another bunch of balloons, Mrs. Thompson.
Oh, thanks, love. Ted's machines are ever so clever.
Done with such delicacy.
Oh, Pat, it looks lovely.
Thanks to Ted's machines. Well done, everyone.
Happy birthday, love.
Happy
birthday, Dad!
Thanks, everyone. This is a birthday I'll never forget.
Now clap your hands and turn around. Stamp your feet. Jump up, jump down. We got to the party and I can't wait. It's time to have some jelly on a plate. But just before we put it in our plate, let's all wobble like a jelly. Let's all wobble. Wobble. Can you do the wobble? Wobble! One more wobble! At Postman Pat's great big party! Give me a G! G!
Give me a B.
B! Give me a P! P! What's that great big party? Great!
Meow. Meow. Meow.
Postman Pat and his black and white cat. Early in the morning, just as day is dawning, he picks up all the post bags in his van. Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat and his black and white cat. All the birds are singing and the day is just beginning. Pat feels he's a really happy man. Everybody knows his bright red van. All his friends will smile as he waves to greet them. Maybe you can never be sure there'll be knock, ring, letters through your door. Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat and his black and white cat. All the birds are singing and the day is just beginning. Pat feels he's a really happy man. Pat feels he's a really happy man. Pat feels he's a really happy man.
It is breakfast time in Greendale. If you knock on Pat's door and go in, you'll see Sarah bustling about.
Julian, it's time you were off.
Pat is finishing his breakfast. Time I was off too. Julian is getting ready for school.
Right, off you go. Bye, Mum. Bye.
Jess, have you seen my hat? Where did I put it? Ah, there it is. Time we were off. It's not our usual day today, Jess. Bye, Sarah.
Bye, Pat. Good luck.
Hold on tight, Jess. Off we go. Sam Waldron's out early too. Morning, Sam.
Morning, Pat. Where's your van, Pat?
Can't stop. Taking the bus.
A bus? What's he on about?
Major Forbes has spotted the new notice in the post office window.
Dashed good idea, what?
It'll be extra work for Pat, though, said Mrs. Pottage.
Morning, everybody.
Morning, Pat.
Hello, Jess. Come on, Katie. Time for school. Bye, Pat.
Bye, Katie. Morning, Mrs. Goggins. We're ready to go. Hope you've got the keys safely.
Oh, yes, Pat. And a fine morning to you, too. Here they are.
Oh, thanks very much. This is exciting. I'll pop back in for the letters when I've got her warmed up. I left it down the next street, out of the way. Somewhere round this corner. Ah, there she is. I wonder why Pat has left his van round the corner. Here he comes. What's this? It's not his usual van. It's new. It's a Royal Mail post bus.
You are going to be busy, Pat, now that you're to pick up passengers as well as deliver and collect the mail.
I know. Granny Dryden wants a ride into Ingledale to do her shopping.
Oh, that reminds me. You'd best see if the Reverend wants a lift. His old car broke down on Wednesday.
I'll not forget. Cheerio.
Bye, Pat.
The post bus stops outside the church. The Reverend Timms didn't seem to be ready. Pat had some letters for him. Oh, Pat, I wanted to go into Ingledale on your lovely new post bus today, but oh dear. I found these knots in my handkerchief, and I know they're to remind me about something, but bless me, I cannot think what it is. Well, Reverend, I won't be able to keep my passengers waiting. I'll have to be on my way. Don't wait for me, Pat. I'll get the old bicycle out, if I remember in time. Well, here's your mail anyway. Goodbye, Reverend. Bye, Pat. Off he went to the next stop. Granny Dryden was ready and waiting for Pat, with her stick and shopping bag. The door's on the other side, Granny Dryden.
Well, Pat, this is something new. What a lovely way to go shopping.
Mind the step.
Oh.
Whoops-a-daisy. Pat was feeling quite excited now that he had his first passenger. Off we go, Jess.
Oh, Pat, stop, I've forgotten me hat.
Oh, dear. Back we go.
I won't be long. I knew I'd forget summit.
I wonder if we'll ever get to Ingledale, Jess. Ah, here she comes. It was a lovely hat. A pity to leave it behind. All aboard. I just hope she hasn't forgotten anything else. I think we have another passenger, Jess. Miss Hubbard must have a lot of shopping to do.
Stop! 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 Thank you, Pat. If you could pass me a bag or two.
Certainly, Miss Hubbard. Pat helps with the shopping baskets and carrier bags. It was a struggle to fit everything in.
Thank you, Pat. Good morning, Granny Dryden.
All safe and sound? At last they were able to move off. There's Ted Glenn waiting by his workshop. What's he up to? He usually goes into town in his Land Rover. I'll ride into Ingledale with you, Pat. I need a new gearbox for the Land Rover.
Oh, Ted, do look where you're putting your big feet.
Sorry, Miss Hubbard. I didn't see your old basket there.
It isn't an old basket, Ted, though it looks it after being stuck on your foot.
It used to be a lot quieter carrying letters and parcels, didn't it, Jess? They went on their way at last. Over the hills, round to the right, and along bumpy country lanes, round to the left. Was Pat trying to catch up on lost time?
Oh, slow down, Pat. You're making me all wobbly.
Now what? Pat had to slow down because of Sam Waldron's mobile shop. It was a tight squeeze. Come on, Pat. Left hand down a bit. Take it slowly, or you'll scratch your new post bus.
Pat, how about a little light refreshment? I'm sure Sam has something we can buy.
Yes, a biscuit would be nice.
It seemed a good idea. Can I give you a hand, Miss Hubbard?
Oh, thank you, Ted.
Pat decided to check a nearby letterbox.
Well, I've got biscuits, oatmeal, chocolates to drink, Sam.
He found 2 letters.
Orange juice.
You have ginger biscuits?
Oh, I can't eat those.
These
They're
little
too
cakes
hard.
are nice.
You'll all be spent up before you get to Ingledale, said Pat. And we really should be on our way. I have the letters to deliver as well as you know.
I haven't finished me biscuits.
Take 'em with you. Mind the step, Granny Dryden. After you, Miss Hubbard.
Bye, Pat. And thanks.
Have we left any behind, Jess? That's one thing about letters. They never get out for a biscuit. He passes by Garner Hall.
Hello, Pat. Good luck, old fellow.
Oh dear. What now? What's PC Selby doing?
Stop. Stop. Sorry, Pat. You can't go this way. The old bridge isn't safe. It's all this rain. These floods are dreadful.
Oh dear, and we're running late as well.
I know a shortcut. Just go straight on this way.
Thanks, PC Selby.
Sorry about the bother, Pat. Then left, past the signpost. Down here. Don't worry, you'll be all right. Don't worry, he says.
Feels like a ploughed field.
Watch the gate.
Just enough room. I hope Ted knows what he's doing.
I knew it. We're lost. You don't know which way from t'other, young Ted.
That's not fair. I've been this way dozens of times. It looks a bit different today, that's all.
Oh!
Now where?
We're lost.
There was only one way to go.
Oh, please, ride me over.
I know where we are. This is the road to Thompson Ground. There were letters to deliver. And Alf was waiting to see the new post bus.
Hello, Pat.
Usual delivery, Alf.
Thank you, Ted.
Hello, Dot.
Hello, Ted. Hello, Miss Hubbard.
Granny Dryden was asleep. She woke up.
Where are we? Are we there? Where's the market?
Ted was looking at Alf's tractor.
It just won't come off. It will.
Well, she told me.
Lord save us. Look out! Ah, ill heavens! Ouch! Was that the Reverend? Let's go and see. You all right, Reverend? What a ride! Thank the Lord, Alf, that you have hay in your barn. Oh, but I remember now. That's what the knots were for. 1, to remember my sister's birthday. 2, to remember to post her present.
And 3, said Pat.
To get new brakes for my bicycle. Why don't you go to town in the post bus? And I'll mend your bike for you. I'll bring it round to the vicarage tomorrow. Oh, thank you, Alf.
Time we were on our way, said Pat.
All aboard. I think I'll sit in front with Jess. I'm sure he won't mind.
Next stop, Ingledale.
Cheerio! Ingledale at last. Everybody back here, please, at 2 o'clock.
We'll not be late, said Miss Hubbard.
But when 2 o'clock came, Granny Dryden was missing. We can't go without her, said Pat.
I'll go and look for her, said Miss Hubbard. She'll be in the market getting potatoes.
I wonder where she's got to.
She'll be having a good gossip somewhere. Oh, there you are. Have you seen Miss Hubbard? She's looking for you.
Looking for me?
Said Granny Dryden.
I wasn't lost.
I'll tell you what. You sit in the bus, and I'll go and look for Miss Hubbard.
No sooner had Ted gone than Miss Hubbard came back.
Oh, I can't find Granny Dryden anywhere, she said. I think we'll have to report her missing. Oh, there she is in the bus. How did she get there?
Well, you see...
And where's Ted gone?
Looking for you.
But I'm not lost.
I know you're not lost, but... Oh, never mind. We'll just have to wait. And I don't know when we're going to get back to Greendale. I think I'll sit in the bus and read my paper. But Ted soon came back, and they set off home again. There were letters and a parcel to take to George Lancaster at Intake Farm. George was collecting the eggs.
Hey, there's Pat!
Hello, George.
Hello, Pat. I like your new post bus. It's a great idea. Do you think I could take a dozen hens to the market in it tomorrow?
Indeed not, said Miss Hubbard. Just think of the feathers. We'd all be sneezing for a week. Oh, but what lovely eggs. May I buy half a dozen, please? I forgot to get some at the market.
There you are, 6 lovely fresh eggs, Miss Hubbard.
Thank you, George.
Mind you don't break them.
It was soon time to be on their way.
Bye, Pat.
There's Dorothy waving from her gate. What can be the matter?
Oh, Pat, she said. Mrs. Goggins has been on the phone. She's ever so worried. She's wondering where you've all got to. Thinks you've had an accident with the new post bus. Why not come in and give her a ring? You must all come in for a cup of tea and a cake, said Dorothy. You're welcome. You must be parched after your trip.
Most kind.
Oh, Mrs. Goggins does worry so. Hello, Mrs. Goggins. Yes? No, we haven't been to Blackpool, just Ingledale. All safe and sound. We'll be back soon. Goodbye.
What a time we've had. It's a wonder Pat managed to get us all home again.
Now, don't you worry about your old bike, Reverend. I've given it a good oiling. It's as good as new. It just needs some new brake pads. I'll pop round with it tomorrow.
More tea, Granny Dryden?
Well, just one more cup.
There was a saucer of milk for Jess. Come on, everybody. Time to be off.
Hang on, Pat. I'll help you turn in the yard. Back you come. Come on. Careful, stop. Right, off you go.
It had been a long day. The next stop was at Miss Hubbard's cottage.
Here we are, Miss Hubbard. Your stop.
Just a minute, Pat. Mustn't forget anything.
Careful as you get out. Mind the step.
Thank you, Pat. Goodbye.
Then it was Granny Dryden's turn. Here, let me give you a hand down, Granny Dryden.
Thanks, Pat. Me hat! I've lost me hat!
Here it is. Looks as though she's been sitting on it.
Thanks, Ted. I'll see you to your door, Granny Dryden.
Thanks, Pat.
Bum, 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 dum, dum, bum, 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 bum.
Bye, Ted.
Bye, Pat.
The last stop before home was at the church.
Thank you. My goodness, it's been quite a day. Oh, Pat, I still have a knot in my handkerchief.
Now then, Reverend, said Pat, is it a new one, or just one that you forgot to undo?
I've forgotten, said the Reverend. Oh, dear. Goodbye, Pat.
Time we remembered to go home, Jess.
Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat and his black and white cat.
Bum, 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 be-dum, dum, dilly-dum, bum, bum, brum, bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, bum. Dee, 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 dum, 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 ba-dum, bum, bum, be-be-dee, dum, dum. Bum, 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 bum,
Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat and his black and white cat. Early in the morning, just as day is dawning, he picks up all the post bags in his van. Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat and his black and white cat. All the birds are singing and the day is just beginning. Pat feels he's a really happy man. Everybody knows his bright red van. All his friends will smile as he waves to greet them. Maybe you can never be sure there'll be knock, ring, letters through your door. Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat and his black and white cat. All the birds are singing and the day is just beginning. Pat feels he's a really happy man. Pat feels he's a really happy man. Pat Pat feels he's a really happy man.
They were having a busy summer in Greendale. Alf Thompson was getting the hay in. He could just about manage to squeeze between the houses with his load. But then he wasn't counting on something of a traffic jam in the middle of the village. Pat had left his van outside the post office, and someone had left a lorry on the other side of the road.
It's a job getting through. Steady does it. How's it doing on the other side? Oh dear, oh dear. Whoops. I'll have to back up. Right, here we go again.
It looks as though Alf is stuck.
I wonder who the lorry belongs to. Phew. A right mess I've got myself into.
That sounds like Miss Hubbard. She'll soon sort things out.
Stop! You'll have to stop, Miss Hubbard.
Oh, what's this, Alf? How am I to get through if you block the road with your tractor?
I'm stuck, Miss Hubbard. Between Pat's van and this lorry.
Well, we can't wait here all day. Where is Pat? Pat? What's to do? Said Mrs. Goggins. Don't take on now. Pat'll be back in a minute when he's done the village letters. It's this lorry, said Miss Hubbard. Who's left it here? There's no sign of a driver.
What's going on? Said Peter Fogg. Has there been a crash?
There will be, if this lorry isn't moved, said Miss Hubbard.
It looks like a builder's lorry. What's it doing in the village? Does that mean we'll have to wait around?
I certainly hope not.
Pat should be back soon.
We need P.C. Selby.
Here is P.C. Selby.
Now then. What's all this? What's going on? You can't block the road like this, you know.
Alf Thompson's stuck.
It's not my fault, it's this lorry. And Pat's van.
They all talked at once. What a mix-up.
Wait a minute. Now then. Here, this headlight's broken. Now then, let's get things sorted out. Who does this lorry belong to?
Pat was hurrying round the village with his letters.
Pat!
Who's that calling? Oh, it's Sarah, Pat's wife.
Must be your forgetting day, Pat. You went off without your sandwiches. Here we are. Special delivery.
Just like a parcel, said Pat. I'd better not pop them in somebody's letterbox by mistake.
You'll be hungry if you do. Bye.
Bye, and thanks.
Left a bit.
They still hadn't sorted
Now,
the traffic
over to your
jam.
right. Stop. Left again. Now, a little to your right. Straight now. Straight. Stop. That's it. All over now. Left, he says, then right. Wish he'd make up his mind. Keep to your right. Back up a little. No, back again. Come straight on.
You'll never get through there, you know. Alf, stop! Oh, over to the left. Mind the van.
Come on, Alf.
Oh, dear.
Stop. Back up a little. Then hard down on your left. Stop. You'll have to go back again. Now, hard over to your left. No. What have we here? You can't leave the place 5 minutes and look at it. Back a little. Now, hard over to you. Oops. Mind the van. No, right. Right, You've got me all of a muzzle. I'm staying put till somebody moves that lorry. Hang on, said Ted. I'll give you a hand.
Ted's lorry?
So sorry, everyone, said Major Forbes.
Ted's just giving me a hand at the hall. Borrowed the lorry. First traffic jam in Greendale, what? Soon be off. Morning, everybody. Just a word, Pat. Urgent parcel coming from London. Bought these tin soldiers for my collection. Now take good care of it, there's a good chap, what? Don't you worry, Major, said Pat. I'll see you get it safe and sound, the way you always do. Good man. Bye for now. Bye.
You see, PC Selby, it's quite easy when you know how.
At last Alf could get on his way. Miss Hubbard decided she had wasted enough time and moved off, whilst Peter Fogg started up his motorbike again, leaving PC Selby and Jess with the road to themselves. Pat was helping Mrs. Goggins to sort the rest of the letters and parcels. There were 2 parcels with no address. Mrs. Goggins found a label that had come unstuck.
Oh, it's this modern glue, said Mrs. Goggins. They're forever dropping off. Now, which one shall I put it on?
I think it's off that one, said Pat.
But that leaves one without an address, said Mrs. Goggins.
Don't worry, said Pat. As soon as somebody says, "Where's my parcel?" I'll know it must be theirs. Simple.
Oh, I'd never have thought of that. Goodbye, Pat. Mind how you go.
Bye. Now then, Jess, we'd better take the Major's parcel first. It's something special. Toy soldiers. Pat was on his way. Pat arrives at Garner Hall. Won't be long, Jess. Looks as though the Major's busy. I could have sworn the bell was working. Whoops. Anybody in? Hello? Major? Major Forbes? Anyone at home? I'll leave the parcel here. It'll be quite safe. What's that? Must be me imagining things. Where is everybody? They must be having a tea break. Pat was on his way. That's just the place for a quiet picnic, Jess. Under that tree. Under that tree will do nicely. Whew, that was a warm climb, but it was worth it. Now, let's see. Tuck in, Jess. There's nothing like a quiet picnic. This is a funny sandwich. Oh, no. It's the Major's toy soldiers. How did they get into my lunch? Oh, what a noodle I am. I've got the wrong parcel. I must have left my sandwiches on the hall table in the Major's house. It was this parcel that the address fell off. Come on, Jess. Back to the Major's. He'll be thinking his soldiers have run away. Down at Garner Hall, the Reverend Timms was trying to cheer the Major up, and P.C. Selby was looking for footprints. Anything the matter? Asked Pat. What's going on?
Robbery, said the Major. That's what's going on, Pat. My collection of soldiers, gone, all gone, what? Marched off without a sound. But there's a funny thing, the robbers left their sandwiches behind.
Oh, no, said Pat. They were my sandwiches. You see, I muddled the parcels up, my sandwiches and your soldiers. I left my sandwiches on your hall table, and your parcel of soldiers was still in my bag. And here it is.
Pat, you're a genius, said the Major. You've saved my new soldiers from the robbers, what? The best of the bunch, too. Good man.
But I'm still hungry, said Pat.
The Lord will provide,
said the Reverend Timms. I'll just pop in for my sandwiches.
Now then, Pat,
said P.C. Selby.
I'll have to ask you for a statement. You can't go in there, Pat. Not till we've looked for fingerprints.
But I want my sandwiches, said Pat.
Those sandwiches are evidence, said P.C. Selby. Evidence, Pat, that's what they are. Nobody can touch 'em, not till the CID get here from Pencaster. And goodness knows when that'll be.
I wonder if Sarah's got something nice for lunch, said Pat. I'm so hungry, Jess. I think we'll have to pop home and see. Bye.
Bye, old chap.
Bye, Pat. Home sweet home. Hello, anyone at home? It's me.
Oh, you've never lost your sandwiches after all, have you? Said Sarah.
Not lost, said Pat, but they're evidence now.
Oh, well, I never.
And Pat had to tell her the whole story of the robbery at Garner Hall. Jess was too busy to listen. I'll have to be on my way, said Pat. There are still lots of letters to be delivered. Robbery or no robbery.
Now, you'll be passing the school just about the right time to pick young Julian up, said Sarah. Save me a trip.
All right, I'll not forget. Bye for now. Come on, Jess. We haven't finished yet. In you get. Pat was on his way again. What's happened to Peter Fogg?
Hello, Pat.
Having trouble?
I certainly am. My front wheel brakes have locked. Nearly threw me over the handlebars.
I'll ask Ted Glenn to pop along with his toolkit. Here's something to read while you're waiting.
Oh, good. It's my motorbike magazine. Great. Bye, Pat, and thanks.
Pat called at Thompson Ground. Alf was helping Ted load some wood onto the lorry.
Hello, Pat.
Pat had some letters for Alf.
Come and have a cuppa,
said Alf.
Dorothy's sure to have the kettle on.
He was right.
Just the job.
Hello, Pat.
What's all this about a robbery at the hall?
Said Alf. Pat had to tell the whole story again from the beginning. Oh, said Pat, I nearly forgot with all this talk about the robbery. Peter Fogg's stuck with his motorbike. He's broken down, about 2 miles back. Do you think you could give him a hand, Ted?
No trouble. I'll pick him up when we've got this wood loaded.
Thanks for the tea, said Pat. Goodbye.
Bye, Pat. Bye.
Pat's next stop was at Intake Farm. He met P.C. Selby coming out. Any news of the robbery? Asked Pat.
Good news and bad news, said P.C. Selby. They caught the robbers on the road to Pencaster, but there's no sign of the collection of toy soldiers.
Bye for now.
Cheerio, Pat.
There was a newspaper for George Lancaster. Pat set out to find him. But where had he got to?
Looking for me, Pat?
Ooh, you made me jump, George. I thought the robbers were after me. Here's your Hen Farmer's Weekly.
Oh, thanks, Pat.
Then George told Pat how he dreamt he was being chased by a giant hen, which flew away just before he woke up. It's time I was flying away, said Pat. I'm supposed to be collecting young Julian from school. Now, where has that cat got to? He might be after rabbits down the field, said George.
He likes my rabbits, does your Jess?
They went to look. Jess! Jess!
Jess! Jess! He sometimes comes round here. No sign of him, though.
Jess! Jess! Pat found Jess with his rear end sticking out of a rabbit hole. Here he is, George.
I think he's got himself stuck.
Pat took hold of his cat as gently as possible and pulled.
Oh.
Something small and heavy rolled into the grass. George picked it up and looked at it. What's Jess found? Said Pat.
Looks like one of these old tin soldiers, said George. I used to have a box full when I was a lad. Could do with a bit of a clean.
Did you say a tin soldier? Said Pat.
Yes, why?
The robbery. You must have heard. Hang on. Pat thrust his arm down the rabbit hole as far as it would go and brought out a shopping bag. He looked inside and found it full of toy soldiers. Jess has found the loot, said Pat. The robbers must have hidden them on their way to Pencaster. They must have passed your gate.
Clever cat,
said George. I must get these back to the Major, said Pat. He will be pleased. Keep an eye on these, Jess.
Bye, Pat.
Bye. Never mind, Jess. The Major will be so pleased to have his soldiers back. I'm sure he'll give you something nice. Pat remembered to pick Julian up from school. Am I late?
Huh, not much, Dad.
On the way, he told Julian all about the robbery and how Jess had found the soldiers down a rabbit hole. Garner Hall at last. Ted and the Major were still busy with the roof.
What's the fellow doing here again, eh, what?
Special delivery, Major.
What, in a scruffy plastic bag? Bless my eyes, it's my soldiers! My precious soldiers! Thank you, Pat, you're a stout fellow.
And Pat told the whole story yet again.
But it was Jess that found them, said Julian. Wasn't it?
It's a good place to hide something, said Ted. Down a rabbit hole. Now who'd think of looking there?
We'd better be off home, said Pat. Sarah will think we've got lost.
Take this with you, said Ted, and make sure you look at page 2.
Thanks, Ted. I will. I don't know why Ted wants me to read the paper, said Pat. Bye.
Bye, Pat, and thanks again.
Julian couldn't wait to see what it was.
Oh, it's about a reward. For anyone who finds the Major's soldiers, £500.
Well, I never, said Pat. That'd buy a lot of fish for Jess. It's time to go home and tell Sarah all our news.
Let me tell her first.
Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat and his black and white cat.
Bum 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 bum, be-dum dum dilly dum bum bum, brum bum bum ba-dum bum 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 bum. Dee 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 dum 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 ba-dum bum bum.
Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat and his black and white cat. Early in the morning, just as day is dawning, he picks up all the post bags in his van. Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat and his black and white cat. All the birds are singing and the day is just beginning. Pat feels he's a really happy man. Everybody knows his bright red van. All his friends will smile as he waves to greet them. Maybe you can never be sure there'll be knock. Ring.
Morning.
Hello, Pat. Thank you, Pat.
Postman Pat, Postman Pat and his black and white cat. All the birds are singing.
Morning, Alf. Hello, Pat. Granny Dryden's getting her pension at the post office.
And 10 first-class stamps, please, Mrs. Goggins. Oh, look. I do love the village fete. Do you know, I've never missed one since I was a girl. Mind, it's not like the old times. Oh, no, brass bands and drums, trumpets. Oh, but I hope there'll be some sort of music.
Oh, I'm sure.
My old dad, you know, he played the... Bless me, what did he play? I know he made a lovely sound, something big and boomy like. I wonder whatever became of it.
Here you are, Granny Ryden.
Well, never mind. Now, Mrs. Goggins, would you kindly ask Pat to be sure to pop in this afternoon?
I will.
That attic of mine, you know there's all sorts of things up there. I've been wanting to get it cleared out ever since that old chimney pot blew off.
Hello, Granny Dryden.
Morning, Peter.
Hello, Pat.
Hello, Peter.
Look at this.
I thought you'd given up that old guitar.
Nay, I'm off to Pencaster to learn how to play it properly like. You never know, I might get on the telly with it.
It would be nice to play something. Something big and boomy.
You're sounding cheerful today, said Mrs. Goggins.
It's the music in the air, said Pat.
Music, said Miss Hubbard. That's what we need for a good fete. Now then, Reverend, do you think that old record player of yours could keep going long enough to churn out a few jolly old tunes?
Oh, I think Ted'll be able to mend it. He's kept it going all these years.
Oh, Pat, I nearly forgot. Granny Dryden asked if you'd pop in.
Righto.
Bye, Pat.
I expect she's got something for the fete. Bye, all.
Bye, Pat.
It's time for Pat to be on his way. Morning, Granny Dryden. You've got 2 letters today.
Oh, Pat, I'm glad you've come. There's some things in the attic and they'll be just right for the fete. You know, some old hats and dressmakers' dummies and things. Could you climb up and have a look? Me old legs, you know, they're too wobbly for that ladder. They'll be there somewhere. Now, mind how you go.
Let's have a look. Up we go.
Do be careful, Pat.
It's a bit dark up here. I won't be able to see a thing. Where do I start? What's in here? Ah, a torch. And it works. Right now, down to business. Oh dear, what a jumble. Just like my granddad's hat. Must have been here since I was a lad. Stylish. I like that. What's over here? A chair. A coffee pot and kettle. Boxes and tubs. I say, this looks promising. Oh, it's some sort of a hump bar thing, I think. It's too dusty to blow. Now then, better get this lot down. Look out below. Whoops.
Oh, heck! Here, Pat, you give me such a fright. I thought it was my old dad for a minute. You know, off to play in the Greendale brass band. Do you know you're the very image of him? Now I remember, Pat, it was the tuba, that's what he played. I tell you what, you know you're welcome to it. Why don't you learn to play it? You know, we could have a new band in Greendale. Real live music for the fete.
Well,
I might do that. Seems the right sort of size for me, big and boomy. Better than that little old bugle I had when I was a lad in the Scouts. Thanks, Granny Dryden. Very kind of you. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 beedo, bum bum diddly dum beedo, needs a number 8 spanner, I should think. Oh, here's Pat. This filter needs cleaning. What do you reckon to this, Ted? Oh, stop! Wailed Ted. I reckon it wants a spot of something before it gives me headache, Pat. Let's try a drop of oil. It's good stuff, this. It's a bit overpowered, Pat. Here, try some of these rags down its throttle. Thanks, Ted. I'd best be on my way now. Bye, Pat. Oh, dear. She won't start, Ted. Nay, it's no good, Pat. I can't mend it just now. It needs a new plug. Oh, dear, Jess. How on earth are we going to deliver all our letters? I'll tell you what, Pat. You could take the post bus out. I can give you a lift into the village to pick it up. I think you'd better sit in back with that thing. I can't risk getting a blast from it when I'm driving. Young Jess can keep me company. Are you with us, Pat? Ready. And off they went. But Pat just couldn't resist having another toot on the tuba. Oh! Ouch! What was that? Poor PC Selby. He ended up in a heap on the road. Pat was so busy puffing and blowing that he didn't see him. They passed Alf Thompson on his tractor. Ouch! What was that? Sounds like a tyre blowing. What a noise.
Help! Road hog!
Here we are, and a good thing too, Pat. You and your bloomin' tuba. Shouldn't be allowed to make a noise like that. Terrible rumpus.
Pat was on his way again. At Thompson Ground, Jess thought he would stay somewhere quiet. But there was no one about. So Pat thought he'd have just one more try to get music from his tuba.
What's going on out here? What was that terrible noise?
Sorry, Dorothy. It was only me, trying to make music.
Music, Pat? It sounded more like a bomb going off. I never heard the likes of it.
Dear me, there must be somewhere I can practice without frightening everyone.
Ah, looks quiet enough here. Nobody about? Nice and shady.
Just imagine if I could, really, really could, play the tuba. We could have a great time making music, like the old days with the village band. I would practice every day so I could join and play, and I'd try to make a very lovely sound. I'm so lucky that I found this lovely tuba. Now I've got a chance to try my hand. With my practice every day, I'd soon be proud to say that I can make a really lovely, really proper sound. Putting up the music, we must get to know the score. Think what we can play. Oh, our music will be sure to have a beat. And the tuba, it would make a sound, sure to give a richer sound. No mistake would make the sound complete. It's lucky that I found this lovely tuba. Now I've got a chance to try my hand. With my practice every day, I'd soon be proud to say that I can make a really lovely, really proper sound. I'll try to make a really lovely, really proper sound.
Phew, I must have dropped off. Now then, let's have one more go at this tuba. Miss Hubbard was busy in her garden.
Whoa! Oh dear! My prize blooms!
What was that?
Morning, Miss Hubbard. A parcel for you.
Did you hear that dreadful noise, Pat? What do you think it was?
Well, I couldn't rightly say, Miss Hubbard. I'll have to dash. Lots of letters today. Bye.
Well, I never in all my days.
Later that evening, P.C. Selby was out and about making inquiries. He called at the church.
Evening, Reverend. I wonder if you can help me with my inquiries. It's about these strange noises. There have been reports from all over Greendale. Some folks think it might be intruders from outer space. Even I, an officer of the law, was thrown from my bike by a loud noise and a vibration in the air.
Yes, officer. This requires some thought. You know what the Bible says, I suppose? Make a loud noise and rejoice. Dear heavens, what's that?
That's it, Reverend. Dreadful, I'd call it. I'll go and investigate. Stay here, Reverend, and if I'm not back in 5 minutes...
Allow me to join you, officer.
Now, Reverend, this is a job for the constabulary.
Oh, but I insist. 2 heads are better than 1. And besides, I know my way around the churchyard in the dark.
Now, Reverend, we must go quietly, or we'll never catch it.
Lord defend us.
Careful, Reverend. We're close.
Maybe I should fetch help.
No time for that. Aha! I can see the culprit. A mysterious shape in the gloom. Look, over there.
heavens, it's Pat. Pat? Hello, Reverend. Hello, PC Selby. What's all this about, Pat? Well, it's me tuba. Most commendable. He wants to make music. Oh, yeah, but you didn't fall off your bike, did you? I'll have a word with Major Forbes. He can teach you, Pat. He played something like it in the army. It's time to get ready for the fete. Ted Glenn's fixing the bunting. Pat's giving him a hand. Everybody helped. PC Selby came to keep an eye on things. He soon had his hands full. Whatever are these dummies for, Pat? They're for the Knock the Hat Off stall. As well as helping with the preparations for the fete, Pat had his rounds to do. There were some letters for Thompson Ground. Dorothy was making jam to sell at the fete. Morning, Mrs. Thompson. I'll put these letters here. Bye.
Bye, Pat.
And in between, he had his tuba lessons at Major Forbes. Ready now? 1, 2, 3. Good man. At last it's time for the fete. Pat's collecting the children from the school, not forgetting the teacher, Mr. Pringle. It'll be a real squash. Roll up, 3 balls for 5p. Try your luck. Knock all the hats off and win a prize. Come on, Charlie Pringle, have a go.
Roger. Off. Off. I won!
First prize and all.
Oh, thanks.
Did you hear that dreadful noise?
I think the old record player's given up the ghost, Reverend. Let's just check these leads. Looks all right. This one seems okay, Ted. It's your old valves, Reverend. They've gone pop. And you can't get this type now. Then that's the end of the music.
Oh, but we've always had music at the fete. Ever since I was a young lass and won the clog dance competition.
Well, this won't play again, that's for sure. I don't know what else we can do. Hold on. I've got an idea. Miss Hubbard, could I have a word? I wonder where they're off to. Heading for Miss Hubbard's? Yes, that's where Pat stopped. And here's Peter Fogg on his motorbike. Peter's giving them a hand.
What's this for?
It's for the fete, said Pat. Mind how you go, Pat. How about bringing your guitar and joining in?
Hey, champion,
said Peter. The piano jangled a bit on the way back.
What's happening? Look! A piano?
Gently now. Oops.
Oh, do be careful.
It's a good job it's on wheels. Stop! That'll do. Here's Peter with his guitar. All right, Major. Good man.
Here's an A.
I say, could I just borrow one of these? Thank you so much. All ready now?
Ready when you are, Major.
By the right. Quick. March. Hold together now. 1, 2, 3.
It puts me in mind of the days when I was a lass. Isn't it just grand?
Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat, and his black and white cat. Early in the morning, just as day is dawning, he picks up all the post bags in his van. Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat, and his black and white cat. All the birds are singing, and the day is just beginning. Pat feels he's a really happy man. Everybody knows his bright red van. All his friends will smile as he waves to greet them. Maybe you can never be sure there'll be ring letters through your door. Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat, and his black and white cat. All the birds are singing, and the day is just beginning. Pat feels he's a really happy man. Pat feels he's a really happy man. Pat feels he's a really happy man.
Now then, Jess, it's a rough old day. Dig your claws in, hold tight. Don't worry, we'll get the post through all right. Now, children, as you know, tomorrow is our field trip.
Mr. Pringle, are we going to the zoo?
No, not this time, Sarah. We're going to find things out about a railway. We're going to look at the old Greendale train station.
Wow! My dad says that's been shut since before he was born.
But when your granddad was a boy, Julian, there used to be a steam train line that ran from Pencaster to Greendale.
Mr. Pringle, I know something about steam trains already.
So do I. They make a noise like this. Woo-woo! Woo-woo! Woo-woo!
Morning, everybody. Post. Hello, Pat. What a windy day.
Look out, Jess!
Jess! My letters!
Gotcha!
Well done, Sarah. Bet you've never caught a cat before.
I hope I don't have to catch another. Oh, Jess, you are scratchy.
Sorry about that, Sarah. Now, Jess, say thank you. We'd better be off. I think it's going to be a slow job today, getting around in this windy weather. Bye, everyone. Cheerio, Pat. Toast.
What's that you're writing, Julian?
It's homework, Mum. I'm writing to a pen pal. Her name's Mira, and she lives in Pencaster. I'm telling her about my trip to Greendale Station tomorrow.
That railway line used to bring the post in from Pencaster. Should think it's in a right old state by now.
Yes, Jess, I'm sending her a photo of you.
Now then, follow me, everybody. Now, I want you to have a good look round and make a list on your clipboards of all the things you see that make this a station.
Mr. Pringle, you mean, like, the platform, Mr. Pringle?
There you are, everyone. Sarah's given you your first item. Off you go and see what else you can find.
Oh, I wonder what's in there. Let's go and see. Look, try that gap down there. Have a look in. I wonder what that is. Let's go and get Mr. Pringle. Oh, it's a train!
Would you look at that?
Greendale... Rocket! I bet it's the old mail train my dad told me about.
Oh, from the weight of it, Ted. I'd say these were the new hammers you sent away for. About time. Now I'll be able to do all those jobs
Dad! We found the Greendale rocket!
You never have. Wait, it was just standing there in a shed? It must have been left there after the line closed. By gum, I'd like to take a look at it. I wonder if it's the one my dad used to ride on.
Maybe we could get it working again.
Now there's a challenge if I ever heard one.
Bye, Dad.
Cheerio, Julian. I wonder... Well, I've been to the station with Pat and given her a good look over. I know I can fix that train. I just know it.
It isn't just the train, Ted. It's the station. It's been shut for years.
Well, the roof and walls are sound. All it needs is a lick of paint and a bit of weeding. I'd certainly be happy to volunteer. See? The Reverend's willing. A project to make work for idle hands. Not that I'm suggesting yours are idle, my dear. So, all those in favour of bringing the Greendale Light Railway back to Greendale, say aye.
Aye.
Well, the Greendale rocket was standing, and the platform was sad and empty too. With nobody traveling to Greendale, and no one even passing through. So we're fixing up that engine, and the station will open up its doors. The rocket's gonna ride again. We'll be back on track once more. Well, the children are painting on the platform. Ted and Pat are working on the train. Everybody's here to lend a hand to get the wheels turning again. So we're fixing up that engine, and the station will open up its doors. The Greendale rocket's gonna ride again. We'll be back on track once more. The Greendale rocket's gonna ride again. We'll be back on track once more.
Now then, Pat. Ready when you are. Stand by, everyone.
What's wrong, Dad?
I've no idea. What's up with it, Ted? I don't know. It should be working.
But it's the grand opening next week. What are we going to do without a train?
Oh, I'm sorry, lad. I know you're disappointed about the train.
I thought Ted could fix it.
So did he. He knows a lot about mending things, does Ted. But this steam train, well, it's got him beat. If only there was someone we knew who could help us. Someone who really knows about trains.
Someone who knows about trains.
Morning, Pat. Good morning, Ted. What's that banging? Hello? Who's there?
Morning. Oh, you must be Pat.
Aye, that's me.
I'm Ajay. Your Julian is my last Mira's pen pal. He wrote to me, asking for help with the train. He knew, see?
Knew what?
I'm mad about steam trains, me. Always have been. I know all about them. Mira must have told him. When I got his letter this morning, saying it were urgent, I came over right away to have a look.
That's very kind of you.
No trouble. I couldn't resist starting work on her. I hope that's all right.
All right. It's marvellous. Welcome aboard, Ajay.
Thanks. Come and look at this. I think I found the problem.
Look, Mum, that must be him.
Hello, are you Julian?
Yes.
I'm Mira.
Hi, Mira.
And that's me mum and my baby brother, Nikhil.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. What beautiful flowers.
Oh, thanks. I'm Sarah, Julian's mum.
I'm Nisha. The station looks beautiful.
Well, it was a lot of work, but it's been great fun. Are you coming to the grand opening tomorrow?
Oh, yes. Although it won't be much fun if it rains, huh? Oh, Dad, we're here.
Hello, sweetheart. Well, here she is. The Greendale rocket. What do you think of her?
Oh, she's gorgeous.
We're just about to get up steam. Stand back.
Not again.
Oh no, here comes the rain. Home time, Julian.
Ajay, we need to get the children back to Pencaster.
You go, Nisha. We're going to stay and fix the rocket.
Okay, see you at home.
Bye, everyone.
I can't find Jess.
He probably stayed at the station with your dad.
But it's so wet, he'll hate it.
Jess is a sensible cat, Julian. He knows how to take care of himself.
Here, I made you some hot chocolate to warm you up. Thanks, Mom. Hello, where did you come from? That's Julian's cat, Jess. I better phone and let him know Jess is safe. Oh dear, the phone's not working. Must be the storm. Well, it's too late to take Jess home now. We'll take him tomorrow when we go for the grand opening. Great! Bet you'd like some milk, wouldn't you, Jess? Meow.
Don't worry, Julian. Jess'll be fine.
You will look out for him on your rounds, won't you, Dad?
I promise.
Thanks, Dad. See you later.
Bye. Have a good day at school. Morning, Mrs. Goggins. Ooh, what a day.
Oh, aye. I suppose you've been up all night, like Ted and Ajay, working on the rocket.
I left them to it, but they reckon they'll have it fixed in time for the grand opening.
Surely you'll not have a grand opening in weather like this.
It'd be more like the grand soaking. Anyway, I'd better get on with my deliveries. Where's the post?
Well, I think it must be held up at Pencaster because of the storm. I've just tried ringing the sorting office, but the phones aren't working.
Don't worry. I'll go fetch it in my van.
Oh, no, Pat. It's no a good idea, you driving about in this weather.
I'll be fine, Mrs. Goggins. The post always gets through. Oh, dear. Floods everywhere. This is no good. I'll try over by Thompson Ground. Oh, no. I know. Floods everywhere. How am I ever going to collect the post?
One of the heaviest storms in living memory, most of the roads out of the valley are now flooded and impassable. More rain fell in the last 24 hours than is usual for the whole month, and unfortunately, the weather shows no sign of abating. Due to these freak storm conditions, the River Pen has burst its banks, cutting off Greendale village from the outside world.
Oh dear. No wonder your dad didn't come home last night. How will we get to the grand opening? I'm not sure they'll have it in this weather. Oh? At least Jess will be able to stay a bit longer.
Oh, it's no good, Mrs. Goggins. It looks like every road's flooded.
Oh, well, at least you tried, Pat.
Oh, I can't believe there'll be no post today. I've never missed a delivery, ever.
Oh, dear. We'll have to cancel the grand opening. Who'd want to stand about watching a steam train in this weather?
Mrs. Goggins, that's it.
Oh, I've always said a storm sends folk a wee bit loopy.
Ajay, Ted, are you there? Ted, Ajay, in here, Pat. Come on, up you come.
You're just in time.
We've done it! That's champion. Have we got enough coal for a journey?
Plenty! Why?
The Greendale rocket's going to be a mail delivery train again.
We don't need an open road on our rocket train. We can keep on moving through the wind and rain. We don't need an open road, just a set of rails, picking up the mail bags to take them to Greendale.
Nisha?
In here. Dad! How did you get back from Greendale?
On the train.
Hello, Nisha. He's done a fantastic job, has your Ajay. Jess, what are you doing here?
He's stowed away in our buggy. I've been looking after him.
Thank you. He looks grand.
Anyway, love, I just wanted to let you know I was okay. We better be off.
Ajay, you look really tired. You're not going out again already?
Sorry, love. I've some very important business to attend to.
We've a mail train to run. Julian will be pleased as punch to see you, Jess. But you're a naughty lad stowing away like that. Still, it's good to have you back. And thanks to Ajay, now I can deliver my post too. The Greendale rocket rides again.
The Greendale rocket. Are we nearly there, Pat? The letters are really getting wet with all this rain.
Hang on, Ajay. Not much further. We can dry them out when we get to the post office.
Who would have thought 3 sacks of mail would take up this much space?
Looks like you'll be doing a moonlight delivery, Pat.
I will by the time I get these letters dry. Still, it's better than no delivery at all. Careful, Jess. We've got to get on. Sorry about this, Arthur.
Don't worry, Pat. Better late than never.
Sorry it's late, Reverend. At least it's arrived, Pat. I sense that today the post has moved in mysterious ways.
Come on, Julian. Time for bed.
Can't I wait up until Dad gets back? He might have found Jess.
Oh, Julian. Look, love.
Anyone home?
Dad! Did you find... Jess?
Where was he?
It's a long story.
Nearly ready.
Thanks, Ajay. Well, it's been a long job as this. Worth it, though. And at last we're having the grand opening.
Would you like to try one of these?
Oh, they look delicious.
More tea, Vicar?
Oh, yes, please. The good Lord really has provided today.
I wish you didn't live so far away.
Me too. But we're moving soon to...
Wow! Wonderful! Look at that! It's fantastic!
Really grand.
I've never seen anything like.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. And you, Jess. Before I cut this ribbon and declare the Greendale Light Railway open, I want to thank Ted and Ajay for all their hard work. And I'm especially pleased to announce that Ajay and his family have decided to move to Greendale and help us run the railway.
Brilliantly
Wonderful! Absolutely wonderful!
That's what I was going to tell you. We're moving from Pencaster to Greendale.
That's great!
So, with no more ado, I declare the Greendale Light Railway open. All aboard for the Greendale Rocket.
Postman Pat, can you guess what's in his bag? Is there a letter? Is there a parcel? Is there a postcard? What's left? Just the cat? Postman Pat, can you guess what's in his bag?
Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat, and his black and white cat. Early in the morning, just as day is dawning, he picks up all the post bags in his van. Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat, and his black and white cat.
Early one morning, Jess arrived just in time to be let in with the milk.
Hello, Jess. Just in time for breakfast.
Julian was waiting for the milk, and Pat wanted a little drop in his tea. But Sarah didn't forget Jess.
Time to be getting a move on, said Pat. I wonder what sort of day it's going to be. Let's see what the old barometer says. Oh dear, just look at that. It's pointing to snow. Now then, let's have a look at the sky. Not a cloud. Pat tapped the barometer just to make sure. That's what I thought it said. Snow.
Great! Snow?
You mark my words, said Pat. We'll have snow today. I've never known my barometer to get it wrong.
Snow? Said Sarah again. Never in this world. There's not a cloud in the sky. Snow? Said Julian. I don't mind. We're going on a nature walk this afternoon. It'll be more fun with a bit of snow. I better take some extra sandwiches, just in case.
We'd better tell Mr. Pringle.
It might not happen, said Sarah. Now off you go or you'll be late.
It was cold outside, even though the sun was shining.
Pat hurried along to the post office. Ted Glenn had his scarf on, a sure sign that winter was on the way.
Morning, Pat.
Morning, Ted. Morning, Mrs. Goggins.
Brr, by gum, it's cold today.
Morning, Pat. The post is none too hot either.
I reckon it's going to get colder. My barometer was pointing to snow this morning.
Snow? Oh, dearie me, not already. Surely not snow. Such a nice sunny day. Now, what was George saying when he popped in with the eggs? He had the radio on in his van. I'm sure they said it was going to be cold but dry today. Not a word about snow.
These folks on the radio, what do they know about the weather in Greendale? Now then, my old barometer, I've never known it to be wrong. Jess had found something to play with. Pat and Mrs. Goggins were too busy to notice what had happened to the string.
Now, that's for the village. I'll just tie it. Oh, now where's that string? It was here a minute ago.
Is this it?
Well, I think it is, but what's happened to my nice, neat ball of string?
That cat can sense when snow's on the way. Come on, Jess.
It looks as if a whirlwind's been at it. Never mind snow. Him and his cat.
Pat was on his way. Morning, Miss Hubbard. Have you got your snowshoes ready?
Snowshoes? Whatever are you talking about, Pat? We'll not be seeing snow this side of Christmas.
Oh, don't be so sure. My old barometer...
Oh, pooh to your barometer. I go by the TV.
Well, mind how you go. There was a parcel for Dr. Gilbertson. Ready for the snow, Doctor, said Pat. Plenty of plasters and cough mixture, eh?
Snow? Said Dr. Gilbertson. What's all this about snow, Pat? It's a lovely sunny day and I always have a good stock of medicine to hand. You never know when you need it.
My old barometer says it's going to snow today.
Oh, Pat, I'd rather go by the Met Office. More scientific. They have computers, you know. Anyway, look at the sky, you and your barometer. I don't suppose it's the snow that chewed the corner of this parcel.
Oh, well, it's when the weather's on the turn. Cats, you know. Very sensitive. It's not too badly chewed, is it? Urgent letters. Gotta be off. Cheerio, Doctor.
Morning, Pat. Lovely day.
Morning, Alf. Have you got your stores in?
Stores, Pat? What stores?
Winter stores. In case you get cut off in the snow.
But there isn't any snow, Pat. Not a flake. The man in the paper said it was set fine for 2 weeks.
Oh, thanks, Pat. That's not what my barometer says this morning. Now, where has that cat got to?
I saw something streak across the yard. It's not like your Jess to do that.
Jess! Jess! What are you doing up there, Jess?
Hello, Pat.
Hello, Dorothy.
Now, hasn't your Jess been stuck up enough trees in his time? When will he learn?
He knows things we don't know. Come on, Jess.
Well, he's got a funny way of showing it.
Pat was on his way again. Next stop was Granny Dryden's. Morning.
Morning, Pat. Lovely day for the time of year.
Unseasonal, I'd say.
Mind you, it was never like this when I was a girl. Come November, the snow would be coming down like feathers. We were cut off for weeks. We couldn't get to school, you know.
You mark my words. We'll have snow today. Well, mind how you go. Bye.
Bye, Pat.
I don't know, Jess. Nobody seems to believe in my old barometer anymore. I'm not sure I do. But they can't say I didn't warn them. Nothing like a spot of woodwork. Better take this end off. Morning, Ted. Hello, Pat. Ted, you've not let your stove go out, have you? I was just looking forward to a good warm-up.
I'm too busy to bother with it, said Ted. Besides, it's like a spring day today. You get warm doing a bit of sawing and that.
I'd get it going now if I were you. There's a real cold snap on the way. If you'd seen my barometer this morning, I've never known it to be wrong.
Nay, Pat, that's old-fashioned stuff. It's best if you leave that sort of thing to the experts. I listen to the radio.
I don't know about all these new-fangled knickknacks. Give me my Gran's barometer any time.
Hello, Pat.
Hello, Sam. Pat arrived at the village school, just as Mr. Pringle was setting out with the children. Morning, Mr. Pringle. I hope you're not going far. There's snow on the way, you know.
Well, don't worry, Pat. We'll be as safe as the letters in your bag. You know what the scouts say. Be prepared. Besides, here's the Pencaster Gazette local weather report. Set fair to the weekend. Well, you couldn't ask better than that.
That's not what my barometer says. It says snow.
Well, I promise we'll be really careful. We'll just go up the teeniest hill, no further than Birkhow Barn at the most.
Well, mind how you go. It makes you wonder, Jess. There again, I could be wrong. Morning, Pat. Morning, Reverend. Doing a spot of sweeping up the leaves?
Well, no, Pat. It's this sand. Makes such a mess. Gets everywhere. There was I thinking there was snow on the way. Then, bless us all, the wind turned, and out came the sun. The good Lord smiles upon us at mysterious times.
I do hope you're right, Reverend. I'd best be on my way. Cheerio. It certainly is a mystery. You never know. Mind, that wind's getting up. And here come the clouds.
Hello, Pat.
Afternoon, Mrs. Pottage. There's a parcel for you today.
Thanks, Pat. I'd best not open it. I promised to meet the twins on their way back from... Oh, Pat, look.
Snow at last. My dear old barometer was right after all. We'd both best be on our way before it gets really bad. And there's the ancient oak and the willow. And when the cold weather comes, the little creatures will begin the long winter sleep.
I wouldn't mind staying in bed for the winter, said Tom. Mr. Pringle.
And over in the meadow, the swift hare. Remember to put that in your nature diaries.
Mr. Pringle, look.
And here we see the last of the dog roses.
Oh, please, Mr. Pringle. It started to...
Over there, that's bracket fungus. Don't touch it. It's deadly poisonous.
I'm cold.
And there the rooks, flying from tree to tree, swooping and... Oops! Ow! My foot! Ouch, it hurts! Oh!
Oh, Mr. Pringle, are you all right? It's getting a bit snowy and cold. Can we go home, please?
Oh, ouch. Well, yes, that would be a good idea. A very good idea. But I don't think I can walk, children.
Dad's barometer was right after all. Oh, I wish he was here with his van to take us home.
George! George! Where are you? He can't have gone far in this weather. Is that you, George? I've got a letter for you.
Thanks, Pat. Put it in the basket, will you? Now then, look at this. Those little marks in the snow.
Tracks. Well, it's not Jess. He hates the snow.
I reckon it's a fox, after my prize hens.
Best lock them up safely, said Pat.
Cheerio. Bye, Pat.
The snow was getting deeper by the minute, and the road was slippery.
Ooh, oh dear.
Coming downhill, Pat slid backwards into a field.
Oh dear.
Luckily, the gate was open. At last, Pat reached the village. He stopped outside the school to collect young Julian. Hello. Where is everybody?
Oh, Pat, said Sarah. The children aren't back yet. They must be lost in the snow with Mr. Pringle.
You were right about the snow, Pat. Your old barometer beats my radio.
I wish it had been wrong and the children were back safely.
Now then, said Mrs. Pottage, they'll be all right with Mr. Pringle.
Yon snow's getting awful deep.
They should be back by now.
It's getting dark, said Ted.
Well, the snow's stopped at least. Something must have happened to them. Now, I remember Mr. Pringle said they were going as far as Birkhow Barn.
They might have taken shelter there, said Ted.
I wonder if I could get through with my van.
You'll only get stuck. I'll tell you what. Why don't we have a go with my lorry? It's bigger and heavier. We'd have a chance.
There's a barn over there, Mr. Pringle. We could go in and shelter. We'd be warmer out of the wind.
Well, that's an excellent idea, young Julian. We're getting slower and slower in this snow. Come on, children.
Ah, great! Bill's found a light.
Now, children, let's settle down.
I don't like sitting in the dark. There's plenty of straw. Nice and cozy. What do we do now?
Ah, that's better.
Nothing much.
Ouch, my foot.
I don't like the dark.
Now for the emergency supplies. Hot cocoa and biscuits. Any idea where we are, Ted?
Well, I've seen that tree somewhere before. But everything looks different in all this snow.
Then they get stuck in a snowdrift.
Oh, that's done it. Come on, Pat. We'll have to dig ourselves out. You dig your side, Pat. I'll dig mine. Back. Won't take long.
Oh, hot work this.
That should do it. Let's give her a try.
Here is a song, not very long, to cheer you up when things go wrong. You might begin to think that you're sitting on a problem. Don't let those thoughts get to you. Clap a rhythm, make a happy sound, and take a positive point of view.
If you're really lost and the weather's getting frosty, don't let children blow on you. Clap your hands and make a rhythm, then we'll find that we'll win through. Oh no, that sounds bad, said Pat.
It's not but a bit of wet got onto the plugs, I bet,
said Ted.
It'll be all right when I get it dried out.
I'm sure I know this lane, said Pat. I'll just have a look. Not that I'm going to see much in the dark. Better be getting back. What's that? It sounds like... Oh! Oh! It sounds like singing. Ted! Ted! There's somebody over there, singing. I heard them. Clear as clear.
What are you on about, Pat? Singing? How can there be?
Listen.
You're right. Let's get a move on, said Ted.
So, here you are. Wait, it's Pat and Ted. Hooray!
Hooray! Hooray!
Come on, you lot. That's enough singing. We'd better get you home. Take it easy, Mr. Pringle. Take it easy. Like a hand, Mr. Pringle. Easy as you go now. Watch that foot. Thank you, Ted. Last one. Up you go. Okay, Ted. The Lord be praised. Here they come.
I hope they're all right. Katie and Tom, I'm so glad you're safe. What about the others now?
What a story young Julian had to tell Sarah.
It was great fun. Really it was. It's a bad sprain. You will soon be fine with a bit of rest.
Well done, Pat and Ted. That was magnificent. But I know one thing. Next time I want to know what the weather's going to do, I'll ask Pat what his barometer has to say before I do anything else.
Hear, hear. Me too.
Champion, said Ted. Proper champion.
Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat, and his black and white cat. Early in the morning, just as day is dawning, he picks up all the post bags in his van. Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat, and his black and white cat. All the birds are singing, and the day is just beginning. Pat feels he's a really happy man. Everybody knows his bright red van. All his friends will smile as he waves to greet them. Maybe you can never be sure. There'll be knock, ring, letters through your door. Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat. Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat, and his black and white cat. Early in the morning, just as day is dawning, he picks up all the post bags in his van. Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat, and his black and white cat. All the birds are singing, and the day is just beginning. Pat feels he's a really happy man. Everybody knows his bright red van. All his friends will smile as he waves to greet them. Maybe you can never be sure. There'll be knock, ring, letters through your door. Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat, and his black and white cat. All the birds are singing, and the day is just beginning. Pat feels he's a really happy man. Pat feels he's a really happy man. Pat feels he's a really happy man.
Clowns are best.
I like the high wire.
Yeah? Juggling's good. It's almost as good as maths. What? I'm going to be in a circus when I grow up.
You have to be good at something to be in a circus.
What do you mean? It's only working at it, that's all. You can be good at anything if you work at it.
Work at what, Bill?
Circus acts. Mr. Pringle's taking us to the circus tomorrow.
Lucky you. Oh, no. Really? Oh, dear.
The children will be so disappointed. Anyway, thanks for letting us know.
Tickets, sir. Are we going in Ajay's train?
When are we meeting,
Quieten
sir?
down.
Are we meeting here, sir?
I'm sorry, everyone, but I've got some rather bad news. I'm afraid we cannot go to the circus after all.
Why not, sir? We've been ever so good.
Sir, why can't we go, sir?
Quiet now. It's not our trip that's been cancelled. It's the circus. Some of the performers are ill, and the show cannot go on.
Oh, no.
I know how much you were looking forward to it. Maybe it'll come back next year.
Next year? We don't have to wait a year. We can put on our own circus.
Why not?
Well, I don't know. Circus acts are difficult to do, you know, Bill.
Can't be that difficult, sir.
What about a tent? We can't have a circus without a big top.
My uncle in Pencaster's got a big tent. I bet we could borrow it.
Well, that's a good idea, Mira. But we need some music too.
Mr. Pringle, the vicar likes music. Maybe he'd help us.
That's right, Sarah. I can ask him on my rounds if you like, Jeff.
Yes, sir.
Come on, sir.
Well, okay, Bill.
Yeah!
Thanks, Pat. Yes, I'll be picking up the tent from the station about 10 o'clock. So, shall we all meet at the Green shortly after that?
Sounds good to me. Oh, isn't this exciting?
Spread the word around then, will you, Julia?
Yes, of course. Do you need help carrying it from the station?
No, Ajay will be there. We'll be fine. Thanks, Julia. Bye. And you'll help anyway, won't you, Jess? Hello, love.
Hello, Pat.
Morning, Reverend. And a very good morning to you, Pat. Here's your post, Nisha.
Thanks, Pat. Here's your tea.
Oh, lovely.
More tea, Vicar?
Ah, bless you, Nisha.
Ajay phoned. He's got the tent for the circus.
Oh, great. The children will be thrilled. Circus? Yes, the children are putting on their own circus this afternoon. That reminds me. I promised to ask if you could help with some music for them. Music? Oh, well, I'm not really very good, except at hymns. The children would be very grateful.
Go on, Reverend. You can do it.
Well, why not? It'll be a challenge.
Here's Ajay.
I'd better go and help him. Thanks for the tea, Nisha.
Morning, Pat. I got the tent.
Well done, Ajay. Let's get it loaded into my van.
It's heavy.
I know. You're not kidding.
Well done.
Mind your back, Ajay.
I'm okay.
We'll bring some refreshments to the village green later.
Thanks. That'd be nice. Here. It's not going to fit. We'll have to carry it.
Oh. Right.
Are you two doing an act together?
No, I'm waiting for Jess, sir. I'm going to do an act with him.
I'm still thinking about what to do, sir. I'm helping the others at the moment.
Well, make sure you leave enough time to practice, won't you?
Yes, sir.
They got the tent! Hooray! Come on, Jess!
done, Pat.
Keep going, Ajay.
Nearly there, lads.
Oh, well done, you two.
Needs to be more over there. Right you are.
No, that's too far.
It's the wrong way round, isn't it?
Doesn't make any difference. Go round, Pat. No, the other way.
Thank goodness for that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, sorry, got it wrong.
It's a bit boring, isn't it?
Boring?
I mean, it's got to be more show-offy. It's a circus. You know what I mean? Here, let me show you.
Pat.
Now then, let me see. No. Ah. Oh. Oh. Two. Ah. Perfect.
Now, juggling's easy, really, like doing maths. So we'll do it by numbers. On 1, we all throw this way. On 2, we all throw again this way. OK? Right. After 3. 1, 2, 3, 1. 2.
Oh. You're doing it all wrong. Give them to me, I'll show you. I didn't want to juggle anyway.
Oh, no. Poor Bill. Has anyone seen Alf?
Oh, he was here a moment ago. We can't have lost him.
Alf!
Alf! Alf!
Look!
Oh, what is it?
Somebody call?
Oh, oh dear.
Oh, well. Practice makes perfect.
Now then, Jess, pay attention. When I tell you, I want you to jump from here onto the smallest part, then onto this next one, and then onto the big one. Got it? Jess? Now, come on, let's try it. Over here. Jess, you've got to start from here. Jess? Oh, Jess, look, watch me. LA! Oh, he's never going to do it.
Let me have a go. Now, concentrate, Jess. Up.
Nice one, Bill.
Here, Pat. Ready, steady, pull. Yes, pull. More on the right. Too much. More to the left. No, right. 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 That's it. Keep pulling. That's... Look out, Pat!
Out of the way, quick.
Too far.
Oh, dear. This just isn't working. Now then, what's this? Oh, goodness me. Perhaps not. Ah, I wonder. Come on, everyone. Nearly done. Hey, that's it. Jump in.
Yes, it's time to put on a show. Everybody can have a go. If we work together, it will be a sight. Putting up the big top, ready for tonight. If you want to join in the show, don't be shy, just give it a go. You could be a strong man with a heavy load. You could learn to juggle as long as you can throw. A little practice is all that you need if you want your act to succeed. Ted can bring some hay bales to use them as a chair. Reverend brings the music and we are nearly there. Balancing can look really flash. Just watch out you don't have a crash. It really doesn't matter, we're only having fun. As long as what we do is entertaining everyone.
Sounds good to me.
Oh, lovely music.
Nice chance, Daddy. My cousin's got a wedding coming up.
What? Oh.
Sorry, Bill, but you do make me laugh.
It's all anyone does. Laugh at me. I thought it'd be easy. I'm the oldest and I'm supposed to be able to do things.
You can do things.
No, I can't. Every time I try to do something, I just make everyone laugh. Like you did.
It's good to make people laugh.
Not all the time. No one likes people laughing at them all the time.
Listen, who are your favourite people in the circus, Bill?
Easy. The clowns. But what's that got to do with it?
They like making people laugh, don't they?
Well, yeah.
And you're good at making people laugh, aren't you?
Are you saying I could be a clown?
Why not?
Yeah, but I can't do it on my own.
We could do it together. I've always fancied being a clown.
Would you? Cool. Thanks, Pat.
Oh, my heck.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome everyone to the Greendale Circus.
One, two, three, four, one.
Absolutely wonderful. Rather lovely, not I?
One, two, three, four, and one.
And now give a big hand for the rhythmic ribbon dancers of Greendale.
Aren't they lovely?
Never seen anything like it.
And now, Julian and the amazing Jess.
Ready, Jess? Alley, hop! Oh, Jess, you did it! Thank you!
Well done, Jess. You ready, Bill?
I think so.
Don't worry. You'll be great. Just be yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment you've all been waiting for, I present Postman Pat and Big Bill Thompson, the clowns. Oh, where have they gone? Now, where are they?
Would you like to smell me flower?
Yes, please.
Shall I?
Yes!
Are you sure?
Yes!
Oh! I wasn't born yesterday, you know. That's true, Pat. Where's he gone now?
Here I am, Pat.
Right. I'm coming to get you. Whoops. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for coming to the Greendale Circus. And as for the children, aren't they all talented? Especially the clowns. It just goes to show everyone is good at something. He's right, you know, Bill.
Postman, Postman Pat, can you guess what's in his bag?
Is there a letter? Is there a parcel? Is there a postcard? What's left? Just the cat.
Postman, Postman Pat, can you guess what's in his bag? Meow.
Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat, and his black and white cat. Early in the morning, just as day is dawning, he picks up all the post bags in his van. Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat, and his black and white cat. All the birds are singing, and the day is just beginning. Pat feels he's a really happy man. Everybody knows his bright red van. All his friends will smile as he waves to greet them. Maybe you can never be sure there'll be knock, ring, letters through your door. Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat, and his black and white cat. All the birds are singing, and the day is just beginning. Pat feels he's a really happy man. Pat feels he's a really happy man. Pat feels he's a really happy man.
So, Blackbeard Jack, we meet again. Ahar! Ahar!
Squawk, squawk. Squawk, squawk. Squawk, squawk. Squawk, squawk.
Ahoy there, shipmates.
There's juice in the kitchen for any pirates who are thirsty.
Hooray!
Oh, dear.
Pirate grog and ship's grub. Mm-mm.
You'll have to stop sword fighting. It's the flower show today and you're squishing my flowers.
Oh, sorry, Mrs. Clifton.
Oh, but what can we do instead?
Why don't you look for buried treasure in the garden?
Really?
Just be careful of my flowers this time.
Avast, ye landlubbers!
We're going to have a visitor.
It's from Cousin Matt. Meow. He's coming over from America. And he's arriving today.
Who's Cousin Matt?
Shh. Jess?
It's not Jess, Mrs. Clifton. Look!
But if it's not Jess, then who?
Ahoy there! Matt? Pat? Matt!
That's Cousin Matt.
That's right, shipmate. I'm Matt, and this is Polly.
Wow. Looks like Jess has found a friend.
Is Polly your cat, Matt? No, Polly's a ship's cat, Pat. She comes with the boat I've hired.
A boat? Can we see it? Please?
Wow!
She's really something, Matt.
Just like a real pirate ship.
Matthew? Matthew Clifton? I don't believe it. Reverend Timms? The very same. You haven't changed a bit, Reverend. I can't say the same for you. Last time I saw your Uncle Matthew, he was no bigger than you, Julian. I'll never forget that summer. It was the year the Greendale Cup disappeared.
The Greendale Cup? What was that?
It was the grand prize at the flower show. A huge, gleaming cup made of pure silver.
Wow! What happened to it, Reverend Timms?
Nobody knows. But one thing's for sure. The flower show has never been quite the same without it.
Avast there, landlubbers! Ship ahoy! Yo ho ho and a bottle of rum! I wonder who did take the Greendale Cup, Dad?
Perhaps it was pirates. No, it wasn't pirates who took the Greendale Cup, Pat. It was me. It was a couple of days before the flower show.
Morning, Reverend. Think he'll win the cup this year?
We live in hope, Mrs. Goggins. That gave me an idea. I decided to take the Greendale Cup and hide it. We'd all have a treasure hunt, and after we'd found it, we'd put it back in time for the flower show. But it didn't work out like that. I took the cup, but I'm afraid I never gave it back.
Why not? What happened?
I came down with chicken pox. By the time I was better, I'd forgotten all about the cup. I remember that. It was just before you moved to America. Yeah, and then it was too late. I felt terrible, but there was nothing I could do.
So now you've come back to find it?
Exactly. And I've brought this.
A treasure map.
Yep, I drew it to remind myself where I hid the cup.
Wow!
So where did you hide it?
The island? Why do you want to go there?
Because of the Greendale cup.
Julian's uncle buried it there when he was a boy, and now he wants to go and dig it up in time for the flower show. Please, can I go, Mum? Please, please, can I go?
Wow.
All aboard, me hotties. It's time to set sail.
Come on!
Meow. 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 Meow.
Now then, where did I leave my little garden fork?
Hello, Mrs. Clifton. We've come to play pirates with Julian.
Yo ho ho.
I'm afraid he's not here, Charlie. He and Mira have gone treasure hunting.
But that's what we were going to do.
Oh, I brought me metal detector, look. It detects anything made of metal, like, yeah!
I can't believe Julian and Mira forgot.
Never mind. We can go treasure hunting without them.
You could look for my little garden fork. It seems to have disappeared.
Good idea, Mrs. Clifton. We'll find it. Come on.
Right, able seaman Pat. Are we ready to set sail? Aye, aye, Captain. Then away we go.
We be sailing a ship with Matt. We're sailing a ship with Pat. We're off to the island with our treasure map. We be looking for silver that's buried in the ground, hoping that something that was lost will soon be found. Sailing on a pirate ship and we say yo ho ho. We're sailing on a pirate ship and we say yo ho ho. Now we be swabbing down the decks on our maiden trip. So you better watch your step, or you might find you will slip. It's no good falling over if you don't have sea legs. Best you get below, boy lad, rest ye by the kegs. Are sailing on a pirate ship and we say yo ho ho. We're sailing on a pirate ship and we say yo ho ho. Are we be looking for the cup that's lost for many a year? Everybody wondered how it seemed to disappear. Well, if Captain can remember just where he left it then, we'll dig it up and clean it up and bring it home again. We're sailing on a pirate ship and we say yo ho ho. We're sailing on a pirate ship and we say yo ho ho. Sailing on a pirate ship, and we say yo ho ho.
Land ahoy!
Wow.
go, Charlie?
Oh, you won't find anything.
Oh, won't I?
Ta-da! You found it! Well done, everybody. How about some pirate grog as a reward?
No thanks, Mrs. Clifton. We're off to find more treasure.
Happy hunting.
According to the map, the treasure is buried near the big tree in the middle of the island.
Which one?
Oh, well, it's marked with a letter M.
Meow. Meow, meow.
Look!
M for Matt. This is it.
What now, Dad?
Take 30 paces in the direction of the fallen log that looks like a crocodile.
Over there.
That's it. 30 paces. Right. Here we go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Any luck, Ajay?
I'm afraid not.
Have you lost something, Mrs. Baines?
Yes, Charlie. Nikhil's lost his favourite train. A little metal one that Ajay gave him.
Metal, eh? Don't worry, Mrs. Baines. We'll find it.
Oh, dear.
It's in there.
Sorry, Charlie.
Never mind, Charlie. I'm sure...
Is this it?
Oh!
26, 27, 28, 29, 30.
This is it, shipmates. The moment of truth.
Meow.
Are you ready?
Aye, aye, sir.
Right. Let's find that treasure.
I'm never going to find anything with my metal detector. Never.
You'll be hoping for a prize at the flower show again then, Reverend.
Hope springs eternal, Mrs. Goggins. But it will never be the same without the Greendale Cup.
Oh, aye. It was a sad day for Greendale when the cup was lost. A very sad day.
The Greendale Cup? What's that?
Nothing.
Nothing. Perhaps this isn't the right place after all.
We can't give up now.
We've got to find the cup in time to get it back for the flower show.
Don't worry, shipmate. I'll find that cup if it's the last thing I do.
I don't know why he thinks the cup is buried on the green.
I've got it! I've got it!
It's a bottle top.
Come on, Charlie. Let's go home.
Oh!
Bum 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 bum. One, two, testing, 1, 2.
Come along, Ted.
We must get these tables unloaded before Mrs. Pottage arrives.
Right you are, Reverend.
Testing, testing, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Give us a song then, Arthur.
What? Oh, no, I couldn't do that, Dr. Gilbertson.
Oh, shame.
Men of Harlech march to glory, victory is sovereign, are ye.
1, 2, testing, testing, 1, 2.
Oh, I don't understand why we haven't found anything. We've done exactly what it said on the map.
Let's see. That's it. That's why we haven't found anything. We've been digging in the wrong place. Come on. The map says to take 30 paces.
And that's what Cousin Matt did.
Yes, but he drew the map when he was our age. His legs would have been loads shorter than they are now.
So?
So he went too far. What we need is someone whose legs are the same length now as Matt's were then.
Of course. Someone like,
Julian.
Go on then, Julian.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9...
Hello, Sarah. Hoping for a prize this year?
And this is the section for most artistic floral arrangement. Very nice. Hello, Charlie. Still treasure hunting?
He's looking for the Greendale Cup, Mrs. Clifton.
25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30!
Ready?
Ready!
I think we've got it.
I know we've got it.
Come on, shipmates. Dig in.
The judging is about to begin. So, if entrants need to make any final adjustments to their arrangements, could they please do so now?
What's up with Charlie?
It's a long story.
Well, shall we open it?
Wow! Look at that!
It's beautiful.
Wow!
There it is, shipmates. That's the Greendale Cup. Now, all we've got to do is get it back to Greendale in time for the presentations.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you'd like to gather round...
Good luck, Sarah.
Thanks, Nisha.
Hurry up, Dad! They'll be starting soon.
That's it. Greendale, here we come.
And the prize for the most artistic floral arrangement goes to...
Oh, they've already started. Hey! Mum's won a prize.
And now for the grand prize. The winner for the best all-round display is...
Land ahoy!
the Reverend Timms for his wonderful roses.
Stop!
What on earth?
Meow.
Oh, it's the Greendale Cup.
But how? Where? Who? It was me, Reverend. I took the Greendale Cup all those years ago. And I can't tell you how sorry I am. But now, with the help of my friends, I've got the chance to put things right. May I?
Yes.
Reverend Timms, I would like to present you with the Flower Show Grand Prize, the Greendale Cup. Oh.
Treasure! Treasure! I found some real treasure!
That's right, Charlie. Real Greendale treasure. And we're never going to lose it again. Isn't that right, Matt? That's right, Pat. 3 cheers for Matt and Pat. Hip, hip.
Hooray!
Hip, hip.
Hooray!
Hip, hip. Let's not forget the most important people of all, eh, Matt? That's right, Pat. We couldn't have done it without them. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for the Greendale Pirates.
Postman Pat, can you guess what's in his bag? Is there a letter? Meow. Is there a parcel? Meow. Is there a postcard? Meow. What's left? Just the cat. Postman Pat, can you guess what's in his bag? Meow. Postman